It's Don here from the board. Thank you for coming along and checking out another one of our videos. Today we're going to have a look at what's being offered at the Sydney Meetup, with two more of our sponsors having their packages come in. So the first of the two that we're going to be having a look at comes from Amtra. Now Amtra is somebody in our community who is actually locally Australian in Victoria, and they design PCBs. Mostly sort of macro pad, that kind of stuff, small things, but they have been working on some 40 and 60% design, so it's been pretty cool. Now Amtra had a chat with me and was like, I want to do something for the meetup which was going to be fun, a little bit quirky, and they had a particular deal that was going on with one of their PCB manufacturers at the moment, so they went, yep, let's go ahead and crank out some little PCBs. So I was like, sweet. So they've actually sent me two packages, one which is a box that's got the actual PCBs in it, and then the other, they had some spare switches and bits and pieces that they were happy to chuck in the mail and send off to me. So let's have a crack open and check out what we're actually having for the meetup. Just getting rid of the tape on that, and let's see what goodness we're gonna get. And look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So I already had advanced notice of what these were actually going to be and what they look like, because he'd already sent me pictures of it, but it's still always cool to see things in person. Now, of course, I'm just going to clear a little bit of space on the table. We can have a little bit more of a close-up. So what these are one switch PCBs, and you can see here we've actually got the Sydney Meetup logo on it, which is pretty cool. There's the single switch mount in the middle, and all of the pin arrangements for, I believe it's designed to fit a Pro Micro. Now on the other side, there's a little QR code, which I've been told Amtra plans on setting up just a little sort of instruction site on how to put this together and possibly the programming for it. And there is Amtra's logo on the other side. Now, I actually don't know how many are in here, so maybe let's just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in a stack, maybe. So we're looking at about 50. Is that right? About 52. My maths is really terrible. So 10, 40, 4 threes, 12. So yeah, looking at possibly 52 itty bitty PCBs. So more than happy for these to be minor prizes, and hopefully we'll have plenty of people to be able to pull out during the raffle draw for these single switch PCBs. Very cool. Now he did actually tell me that one of them was for me to keep and also do a little quick short video on actually putting it together, as long as I can get hold of some parts, which let's see what we've got in here, because he wasn't sure if he had a spare Pro Micro that he could send me to use with it. So let's get this open. I like these bags, but at the same time I don't like them because they're tough and they do protect kind of your stuff from falling out, but at the same time they're a real pain to get open because they're that tough. Alright, so there's nothing in there. We've got a padded bag with some bits and pieces. Aha, that's pretty cool. So, fantastic. We've actually got two Pro Micros by the looks of it. So one I'll go towards actually doing the video on putting it together, and then we'll have a spare which we'll give away as part of the meetup. And then we've got a pile of random assortment Gaterons by the looks of it. So we've got some browns in there, some yellows, some greens, which is pretty cool. Now I don't actually know how many's in here. I'm not going to bother counting it at the moment, but if there isn't and I've got some spares, then I'll make sure that I chuck them in, and we'll have one for each of those. And I've also got grab bag keycaps from the last grab bag that I got, so I'll also chuck them in as well just to seal the deal. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Amtra, for putting the time to quickly jig this together, especially doing the silkscreen with the Sydney Meetup logo, which is awesomely cool. I mean, I don't know if any other meetup has actually had a custom PCB turned around like that within 2 weeks or so. And look forward to seeing people and what they do with these as a little macro. One press macro. I'm not quite sure what I'll do with it yet, but well, I have to think about it. Maybe it can be a shortcut to our mechanical keyboards. Maybe it's a shortcut to your favorite YouTube channel or even your favorite podcast channel, so you can find out what's happening on the latest episodes. We'll see. All right, putting that aside, just over there. Our second package, which is from 1UP Keyboards. So thank you very much to Pete and Steph, Ski with Pete from 1UP Keyboards, all the way from the US, for sending this little care package that we're going to give away also as part of our raffles. I actually have no idea what they're sending. All they said to me was that they would send some stuff, and here we go. It'll be a first look for both you and me. Another poly bag, very well padded. It's got a bit of weight to it, so I'm pretty excited. Now, the actual front of it doesn't give it away because it just says keyboard. What did it say? Keyboard parts prize pack is how it's been described. So, and I guess at least Customs and Quarantine didn't think it was worthwhile opening and having the sniffer dogs go through it, unlike the package that came the other week from Idea 23, which I'm still lightly amused by. So here we go. It's looking very exciting. There's a little slip of paper here. I'm just gonna have a look, and this is fantastic. It says, "Hi Don, hope this makes it in time for your meetup. Have fun. Thanks, Steph and Pete." And well, it certainly made it with plenty of time to spare. I really appreciate it. So let's put that aside and see what we've got. It's wow. Look at the smile on my face. This is I just wish I could keep it myself. Without even opening it, check out this bundle of goodies. We've got some 1UP keycaps. We've got some 1UP keyboard pins. I can see some cable bits in here. And there must be something else going on. Oh no, they're just more kits. I think there might be some stickers. So let's actually bust it open and check out what Steph and Pete have really generously put together. Now, of course, if you haven't registered for the meetup, you're going to be missing out on your free ticket for a chance to win all of this loot. And if you're not coming to the meetup, then you're definitely going to miss every chance of being able to win any and all of this loot. So if you're still thinking about it, if you're on the fence, if you live just outside of Sydney and you're not sure if you want to travel down and meet some cool people, more reasons to come. All right, we have 1UP sticker, and we've got a bunch of the keycaps. We got black ones, we got white ones, and then we've got some pins, some badges, which is really cool. Not going to count how many there are there, but that's okay. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 USB DIY kits. Look at that. So we've got 6-foot blue heat shrink with blue-green paracord. Very cool. We have a 3-foot black heat shrink with red paracord. We've got a 6-foot yellow heat shrink with yellow and navy paracord. And then we have a 3-foot white heat shrink with purple paracord. So for those who are more metrically inclined, you're going to be looking at 1 meter and 2 meters for the 3 and 6 foot respectively, which is pretty awesome. Now, I believe, by the looks of these are the no solder kits. So, yep, they're all ticked with no solder up the top label, you can see over there, which means all you have to do is feed the ends of the cables into the connectors, which are packaged neatly inside these little packs, and then put over the enclosures, crimp them down, heat shrink them, and away they go. Which, that is awesome. I really like these. In terms of colors, I think probably the golden navy is my favorite, simply because that's my old alma mater colors, many years that I spent at university, but very bright. It's quite nice. It pops. Great contrast. So there we go. 1UP Keyboards. Of course, please give your support to 1UP Keyboards for sponsoring our meetup, as well as the fact that Pete does some amazing videos on their own channel, Ski with Pete. 1UP Keyboards, their website, selling kits, parts. You know, we're talking converters, we're talking plates, we're talking keyboards, switches, you know, keycaps. They've even got hoodies. They've got sleeves for your keyboards. I mean, it's almost a one-stop shop. So please give a big thank out to to Pete. See, I'm just rambling because I'm so excited with all this stuff here. To Pete and Steph. Wow, I've kind of just taken their two names and just mashed them together. So, you know, they're kind of one entity, right? 1UP Keyboards, considering Steph does so much of the background work while Pete's actually on stream. So, once again, thank you to Amtra for these really cool PCBs, all of these switches as well, and 1Pro Micro for one lucky particular person, and then also to 1UP for these cables plus these caps and badges. Thumbs up from me. Emulating, of course, one of my favorite channels out there for those who actually know what I'm talking about. As a reminder, of course, the meetup will be, don't want to have the glare like that. The meetup is going to be July 8 at the Lidcombe Bowls Club. The venue opens at 10, but we will be setting up tables and everything else. So first draw is going to be at 11 o'clock, but we're going to have one every hour. Plenty of time to chill out, to meet people, try some different keyboards, check out some artisans, hopefully, that people might be bringing. I'm hoping to set up like a table that's going to have the soldering iron with it and some practice SMD kits, as well as some modeling clay, and you can have a go at making your own artisans. Hopefully there's going to be a table for trade, because I know one particular person's interested in bringing a bunch of keyboards that they're looking to sell and trade. And yeah, just chill out and have a great Saturday afternoon, morning. So there we go. Alright, I think we're pretty much going to end it there. Thank you for coming along and checking out the video. Of course, if you like everything and you want to say thanks and support our sponsors, hit the like button, send them a message on Reddit, check out their websites, check out their YouTube channels. Of course, share this with anybody who isn't aware of what's happening at the Sydney Meetup so that they're more likely to come. And if you haven't already, I would really love and appreciate your subscription. We're currently at 599. So we're one sub away from our 600 subscriber giveaway. And that 600 subscriber giveaway will mean we're going to be giving away this little fellow, which is the Movember keycap from last year, which has the New Zealand greenstone in it. Right? So it's only one sub away before we run that competition. Alright. Well, as usual, until next time, happy clacking.